Welcome to Kenya. In the heart of Kenya's Great Rift Valley, where golden savannas stretch to infinity beneath an endless sky, lies Masai Mara, a land where the wild spirit of Africa roams free. This vast expanse of rolling grasslands and acacia-dotted plains is a sanctuary of breathtaking beauty, where the rhythm of life is dictated by the eternal dance between predator and prey. At dawn, the first light reveals the Big Five: lions, elephants, leopards, rhinos, and buffalo moving through the mist-covered terrain. Towering giraffes glide silently across the landscape, while zebras and wildebeest graze in harmony, unaware of the stealthy cheetahs that lurk in the tall grasses. The air hums with the calls of exotic birds, and the mighty Mara River winds like a lifeline through the reserve, its waters home to massive crocodiles and territorial hippos. Each year, the Great Migration transforms the land into a stage of survival and endurance. Over 2 million wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles surge across the plains, their pounding hooves kicking up clouds of dust as they brave the treacherous river crossings. Hungry predators lie in wait. Lions crouch in the shadows, hyenas trail behind, and crocodiles strike with lethal precision. Beyond the wildlife, the Maasai people stand as the guardians of this ancient land, their rich traditions and vibrant red shukas adding a human heartbeat to the wilderness. Their chants echo through the air as they move with the same grace as the land's creatures, forever intertwined with the spirit of Masai Mara. As the sun sets, the sky erupts in a blaze of oranges and purples, casting long shadows across the plains. The nocturnal world awakens. Leopards prowl through the darkness, owls call from distant trees, and the deep roar of a lion reverberates through the night. Here, in Masai Mara, the wild remains untamed, a living testament to the raw and eternal beauty of Africa. In the heart of northern Kenya, where the rugged wilderness stretches beneath an endless sky, lies Samburu National Reserve, a land where nature thrives in its purest form. The Ewaso Ngiro River winds through this arid paradise, its life-giving waters drawing elephants, buffalo, and the elusive leopards that silently navigate the rocky terrain. Towering acacia trees cast long shadows over the golden savanna, where herds of grevy's zebras and reticulated giraffes move gracefully across the sun-scorched earth. This is the domain of the Samburu Special 5, rare creatures found only in this region. The Besa oryx, with its sharp horns and striking features, stands resilient against the heat, while the gerenuk, a long-necked antelope, rises on hind legs to graze on leaves beyond the reach of others. Somali ostriches, with their blue-gray legs, stride confidently through the open plains, and the grevy's zebra, the most regal of its kind, stands out with its intricate stripe patterns. As the sun begins its descent, the landscape transforms into a canvas of fiery hues. The silhouettes of elephants appear against the crimson sky, and the distant roar of lions echoes through the valley. At night, under a blanket of stars, the land pulses with the sounds of the wild. Hyenas call to each other, while unseen creatures stir beneath the moonlight. Far from the modern world, Samburu National Reserve remains untouched, a sanctuary where nature reigns supreme, and the spirit of Africa lives on in its most untamed form. Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, is a dynamic city that blends urban energy with natural beauty. As one of Africa's major economic and cultural hubs, it offers a mix of modern skyscrapers, historic landmarks, bustling markets, and lush green spaces. One of Nairobi's highlights is Nairobi National Park, a unique wildlife sanctuary just outside the city, home to lions, giraffes, zebras, and rhinos. The David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust within the park rescues orphaned elephants, offering visitors a chance to see conservation efforts in action. For history lovers, the Karen Blixen Museum, former home of the Out of Africa author, and the Kenya National Museum, showcasing prehistoric fossils and African art, provide deep insights into the country's past. The city's vibrant culture thrives in places like Maasai Market, where visitors can buy handmade crafts and jewelry, and the trendy districts of Westlands and Kilimani, known for stylish cafes, restaurants, and nightlife. Nairobi's food scene is diverse, offering everything from Kenyan nyama choma, grilled meat, to international cuisine. As the gateway to Kenya's famous attractions, Nairobi is the perfect starting point for exploring the Great Rift Valley, Mount Kenya, and safaris in Masai Mara. With its mix of wildlife, culture, and modern energy, Nairobi offers a truly unforgettable experience. Beneath the towering majesty of Mount Kilimanjaro, where the golden savanna stretches endlessly under the African sky, Amboselli National Park unfolds like a scene from an ancient tale. Here, time seems to stand still, as the land whispers stories of survival, strength, and the unbreakable bond between nature and wildlife. In the early morning light, mist clings to the ground, revealing the silhouettes of elephant herds moving in unison. These giants, their tusks gleaming against the rising sun, are the heart of Amboselli, their presence both powerful and peaceful. They march through the open plains, kicking up dust that glows in the golden dawn, their memories stretching back generations in this ancient land. Beyond the elephants, the land pulses with life. Giraffes graze on acacia trees, zebras move in hypnotic patterns across the grasslands, and cheetahs watch from afar, their eyes keen with the hunger of the hunt. Flamingos wade through the shallow waters of the seasonal swamps, their pink reflections shimmering beneath the sky. In the distance, Maasai warriors, draped in red, walk gracefully along the plains, their culture deeply intertwined with this untamed wilderness. As the sun reaches its peak, Kilimanjaro stands watchful, its snow-capped peak a stark contrast to the dry earth below. Shadows grow long, and the land basks in the heat of the afternoon. A lull before the evening awakens once more. At dusk, when the sky is painted in fiery hues of orange and violet, the air fills with the distant echoes of lions calling in the dark. The elephants return to the shelter of the acacias, and the last rays of light kiss the landscape before surrendering to the quiet of the night. In Amboselli, nature remains untamed, a land where giants roam free beneath Africa's most iconic mountain. On the shores of the Indian Ocean, Mombasa stands as a city where history, culture, and the rhythm of the sea intertwine. The scent of salt and spices lingers in the air as the waves carve patterns into the golden sands, whispering stories of centuries past. Traders, explorers, and conquerors have all left their mark on this ancient port, where Swahili, Arab, Portuguese, and British influences merge seamlessly. At the heart of the city, Fort Jesus rises with its weathered coral stone walls, a sentinel of Mombasa's storied past. Built by the Portuguese in the 16th century, its labyrinthine passages echo with the footsteps of soldiers, merchants, and prisoners who once sought refuge within its walls. Beyond the fort, the old town unfolds in a maze of narrow streets where wooden balconies and intricately carved doors guard secrets of generations. The aroma of cardamom, cloves, and coconut drifts from bustling markets as vendors call out in Swahili, their voices blending into the melody of the city. Further along the coast, Nyali and Diani Beach reveal a different side of Mombasa, where the turquoise waters stretch endlessly, meeting the sky at a horizon blurred by the midday sun. Traditional dhow boats glide across the waves, their sails catching the ocean breeze, while coral reefs teem with life beneath the surface. Here, time slows, and the rhythm of the tides dictates the pace of life. As the sun sets, the city transforms. Lanterns flicker in seafront restaurants where fresh seafood is grilled over open flames, and the distant hum of taarab music drifts on the evening breeze. Along the waterfront, the lights of Mombasa shimmer on the water, a reflection of a city that has endured the rise and fall of empires, yet still pulses with an energy all its own. Rising above the East African plains, Mount Kilimanjaro stands as a silent sentinel, its snow-capped peak piercing the sky. This ancient volcano, the tallest freestanding mountain in the world, dominates the horizon, its slopes shifting from lush rainforests to barren alpine deserts, before culminating in the icy crown of Uhuru Peak. At dawn, golden light washes over the mountain, illuminating the vast savannas below, where elephants, zebras, and giraffes roam in the shadow of this majestic giant. The lower slopes are veiled in dense forests, alive with the calls of colobus monkeys swinging through the canopy and the songs of unseen birds echoing through the trees. Higher up, the air grows thinner, the vegetation sparser, and a world of silence unfolds, where only the crunch of boots on volcanic rock breaks the stillness. As climbers ascend, they traverse 5 distinct ecosystems, from the humid jungle to the surreal, lunar-like landscapes of the summit zone. Glaciers glisten under the equatorial sun, remnants of an ancient world, slowly retreating with time. Reaching the peak at 5,895 meters, the air is crisp, the wind fierce, and the view infinite. panorama stretching from the vast Serengeti to the distant shores of the Indian Ocean. At dusk, the mountain stands bathed in hues of deep orange and indigo, a timeless guardian over the land below. As night falls, the sky explodes with stars, their light reflecting on the ice fields, whispering the eternal legend of Kilimanjaro, Africa's rooftop where Earth meets the heavens. In the vast wilderness of southeastern Kenya, where the land stretches endlessly beneath the African sky, lies Tsavo National Park, a realm of untamed beauty and raw power. Divided into Tsavo East and Tsavo West, this sprawling expanse of savanna, lava plains, and acacia woodlands is a sanctuary where nature reigns supreme. Here, the legendary red elephants of Tsavo roam, their skin coated in the park's deep crimson soil. Moving like ancient guardians across the rugged terrain. Towering baobabs stand sentinel over the land, their twisted branches reaching toward the heavens, while crocodiles lurk in the waters of the Galana River, waiting in silent patience. In Tsavo West, the Mzima springs bubble up from underground aquifers, their crystal-clear waters offering a rare oasis where hippos wallow and fish dart beneath the surface. The jagged Chulu Hills, born from ancient volcanic forces, stretch across the horizon, their misty peaks adding an air of mystery to the landscape. At sunrise, the golden light spills across the land, illuminating herds of zebra and giraffe moving gracefully through the open plains. Lions rest in the shade, their amber eyes watchful, while cheetahs stalk through the tall grasses, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. Overhead, the call of an African fish eagle echoes, a haunting melody that speaks to the wild heart of Tsavo. As dusk falls, the sky erupts in fiery hues of orange and red, casting long shadows over the land. The nocturnal world awakens. Hyenas cackle in the distance, leopards prowl unseen, and the deep resonant roar of a lion signals the return of night. In Tsavo, the pulse of the wild beats strong, untouched by time, as it has for millennia. In the heart of Laikipia, where the golden savanna meets acacia-dotted plains, Old Pejeta Conservancy stands as a sanctuary of life, a place where nature breathes freely. Beneath the vast African sky, this sprawling wilderness stretches across 360 square kilometers, home to some of the continent's most iconic wildlife. As dawn breaks, the landscape awakens in hues of amber and gold. Towering elephants move in silent procession, their tusks gleaming in the first light. Nearby, a pride of lions stirs from its slumber, their deep roars echoing through the morning air. The endangered black and white rhinos, once on the brink of extinction, now roam these lands in safety, their presence a testament to relentless conservation efforts. Through the heart of the reserve, the Owasso-Nyiro River carves its way, a lifeline for the rich biodiversity that flourishes here. Herds of gravy zebras graze near the riverbanks, their striped coats shimmering under the sun. Cheetahs prowl through the golden grasslands, while towering reticulated giraffes delicately nibble on acacia leaves. Each step on this sacred ground reveals a world untouched, where nature's rhythm dictates the passage of time. Beyond the wildlife, Pejeta is a place of history and purpose. The Sweetwater's Chimpanzee Sanctuary, a refuge for rescued primates, offers a second chance to those once mistreated. Within the conservancy, the last two northern white rhinos in the world live under constant protection, symbols of both loss and hope. As the sun sinks into the horizon, painting the sky in fiery streaks, the sounds of the savanna create a melody of life. The rustling of dry grass, the distant call of a hyena, the whisper of the wind, all tell the story of a land where conservation and nature exist in perfect harmony. In Pejeta, the wild spirit of Africa thrives, untouched and eternal. Where the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean kiss the golden shores, Malindi emerges as a coastal paradise, steeped in history and bathed in endless sunshine. Time moves gently here, carried by the rhythmic whispers of the waves and the swaying of palm trees lining the shore. The beaches stretch endlessly, their soft sands a meeting point for fishermen's dhows, gliding across the horizon and visitors drawn to the serenity of the sea. The coral reefs just offshore form an underwater wonderland where schools of tropical fish dart between ancient formations, and sea turtles glide effortlessly through the crystal-clear depths. At low tide, the exposed rock pools reveal hidden marine treasures, while the warm waters invite exploration, whether by snorkeling, diving, or simply floating in the gentle embrace of the ocean. Beyond the shoreline, Malindi's rich history unfolds. The centuries-old ruins of Gedi, a Swahili town reclaimed by the jungle, whisper stories of a forgotten civilization. The towering Vasco da Gama pillar, weathered by time and sea spray, stands as a testament to the town's deep-rooted connection to explorers of the past. In the bustling markets, the scents of exotic spices fill the air, blending with the distant sound of Swahili music. As evening falls, the sun dips below the horizon, casting a fiery glow over the ocean. The night air is warm, carrying the scent of salt and frangipani, while lanterns flicker along the beachfront. Malindi remains timeless, a place where history, nature, and the sea come together in perfect harmony. Nestled in the Great Rift Valley, Lake Naivasha shimmers like a silver mirror beneath the vast Kenyan sky. Here, where land and water intertwine, nature breathes in a slow, rhythmic dance, untouched by time. The lake stretches wide, its surface reflecting drifting clouds, while acacia trees stand guard along its shores, their twisted branches framing the endless horizon. In the golden morning light, the waters come alive. Flocks of pink flamingos and pelicans glide gracefully, their reflections rippling on the surface. Hippos emerge from their hidden depths, their massive forms rising like ancient stones, basking in the warmth of the sun. Along the banks, herds of buffalo and antelope move cautiously, their presence a silent reminder of the delicate balance between predator and prey. Beyond the shoreline, Crescent Island rises, a hidden world where zebras and giraffes roam freely, their silhouettes striking against the sky. Here, time slows, and the wild feels close enough to touch. Fishermen drift across the water in traditional boats, casting their nets with the same patience as their ancestors, their songs carried by the wind. As the day fades, the lake turns to gold, bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. The calls of fish eagles echo through the still air, their piercing cries a melody of the wild. And as darkness descends, the waters reflect the first stars of the night, whispering secrets of the Rift Valley's ancient past. At Lake Naivasha, the wilderness is serene yet untamed, a sanctuary where water, sky, and life exist in perfect harmony. Nestled on the outskirts of Nairobi, Giraffe Center is a sanctuary where nature and conservation blend harmoniously. Here, the graceful Rothschild's giraffes roam freely, their long necks swaying above the treetops as they move through the lush greenery. Founded to protect this endangered subspecies, the center serves as both a haven for these gentle giants and an educational retreat for visitors eager to learn about wildlife conservation. At dawn, golden light filters through the acacia trees, casting long shadows as the giraffes begin their morning stroll. With delicate precision, They stretch their necks toward the feeding platforms, their dark tongues curling around pellets offered by visitors. The experience is intimate, standing face to face with these towering creatures, looking into their deep, soulful eyes as they gently take food from an outstretched hand. Beyond the feeding area, wooden walkways lead through the sanctuary, offering a chance to observe the giraffes in their natural environment. Warthogs trot beneath the towering legs of their spotted companions, while exotic birds flutter in the branches above. In the distance, the vast Ngong Hills roll across the horizon, a reminder of the wild landscapes that still thrive beyond the city's borders. As the sun sets, the giraffes retreat into the golden grasslands, their silhouettes fading against the amber sky. The air hums with the sounds of nature, a soft reminder that conservation efforts have given these majestic creatures a future. In the quiet of the evening, Giraffe Center stands as a bridge between humans and wildlife, a place where respect, wonder, and protection come together in perfect harmony. On the southeastern coast of Kenya, where the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean kiss the powdery white sands, lies Diani Beach, a paradise untouched by time. Fringed by swaying palm trees and lush coastal forests, this tropical haven stretches endlessly, its soft sands warm beneath the golden sun. As the morning tide rolls in, the ocean shimmers like liquid sapphire, inviting visitors into its calm embrace. The coral reefs, teeming with vibrant marine life, create an underwater world of dazzling colors. Graceful sea turtles glide past schools of tropical fish, while playful dolphins dance in the waves. Along the shore, traditional dhow boats with their billowing sails drift silently, carrying local fishermen and adventurers into the open sea. Beyond the beach, Shimba Hills National Reserve rises in the distance, where elephants roam among ancient baobabs and rare colobus monkeys swing through the dense canopy. In the nearby Kaya Kinondo forest, sacred to the indigenous Digo people, the whispers of ancestors seem to linger in the rustling leaves. As the sun begins its descent, the sky ignites in fiery shades of orange and pink, casting golden reflections upon the water. Beachfront cafes come to life with the soft sounds of Swahili music, and the scent of grilled seafood fills the air. At night, the bioluminescent waves glow softly, as if the ocean itself holds a secret magic. Here, in Diani Beach, time slows, and the world fades into the rhythm of the waves, a tranquil escape where nature and tradition exist in perfect harmony. Aberdare National Park unfolds like a hidden kingdom where ancient forests whisper with the secrets of time. Rising between 2,000 and 4,000 meters above sea level, this rugged landscape is a sanctuary of contrasts, where dense bamboo thickets give way to vast moorlands, and cascading waterfalls plunge into deep ravines. As dawn breaks, golden rays filter through the towering trees, illuminating the lush undergrowth where forest elephants tread softly. Their massive forms disappear into the shadows, leaving only the faint rustle of leaves behind. Among the twisted branches, black and white colobus monkeys leap effortlessly, their long tails trailing like ribbons in the air. The Aberdare's thick vegetation shelters elusive creatures, leopards, giant forest hogs, and the rare bongo antelope, which emerges only in the quiet solitude of dawn. In the heart of the park, waterfalls thunder down ancient rock faces. Karuru Falls, the tallest of them all, plummets 273 meters into the depths below, while Chania Falls and Gura Falls weave silver threads through the emerald green landscape. These waters, born from the Aberdare's high-altitude springs, nourish the life that flourishes within this untamed paradise. Through the mist, the Ark and Treetops lodges stand as silent observers, offering a glimpse into the nocturnal world of the forest. By moonlight, the stillness is broken by the arrival of rhinos and buffalo at the floodlit watering holes, their ghostly figures reflected in the shimmering pools. As the day fades into twilight, a veil of fog descends, wrapping the Aberdares in mystery once more. The call of a tree hyrax echoes through the darkness, and the night belongs to the unseen. In this forgotten Eden, where mountain peaks pierce the sky and rivers carve their way through ancient valleys, Aberdare's National Park remains a realm untouched by time, a place where the wild heart of Kenya beats in perfect harmony with nature's rhythm. In the heart of Kenya's Great Rift Valley, where volcanic landscapes shape the earth, lies Lake Nakuru, a shimmering oasis of life. Its alkaline waters stretch across the valley floor, a mirror reflecting the ever-changing African sky. The lake is famous for its flamingos, their pink feathers forming a living tapestry that dances on the water's surface, shifting and swirling like a dream. Beyond the lake, rolling grasslands and acacia woodlands provide sanctuary for diverse wildlife. Black and white rhinos, symbols of strength and resilience, roam the shores. while giraffes move gracefully between the yellow-barked acacia trees. The mighty buffalo, the elusive leopard, and troops of playful baboons call this paradise home, adding to the reserve's rich biodiversity. The air is filled with the calls of over 400 bird species, from African fish eagles soaring high above to pelicans gliding effortlessly across the water. The lake's ecosystem, ever-changing with the seasons, breathes life into the surrounding land, drawing creatures great and small to its nourishing embrace. As the sun dips below the horizon, Lake Nakuru is bathed in golden light, the flamingos glowing in soft hues of orange and pink. The stillness of the evening is broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant roar of a lion. Here, in this sanctuary of nature, time slows, and the rhythms of the wild continue, undisturbed, as they have for centuries. In the heart of untamed wilderness, Waterhole Lake emerges as a sanctuary where nature converges in perfect harmony. Encircled by golden savannas and ancient woodlands, its still waters reflect the vast African sky, an ever-changing canvas painted with hues of dawn and dusk. At sunrise, the lake awakens with life. Herds of elephants, their silhouettes bathed in golden light, gather at the water's edge, their trunks breaking the glassy surface as they quench their thirst. Nearby, antelopes move cautiously, ears flicking at the distant roar of a lion hidden among the tall grasses. Giraffes bend gracefully to sip the cool water, their reflections stretching long and distorted upon the rippling surface. Above, African fish eagles soar. Their piercing cries echoing across the open plains. Kingfishers dart from overhanging branches, plunging into the lake with precision, while hippos, half submerged, grunt and stir the water with lazy movements. Along the banks, crocodiles bask motionless, their ancient forms blending seamlessly into the muddy shores, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As the sun sets, painting the sky in fiery shades of amber and crimson, the wilderness comes alive with the sounds of the night. The distant howls of hyenas, the rhythmic chirping of crickets, and the occasional splash of a predator in the water weave together a nocturnal symphony. The lake, now cloaked in darkness, becomes a mirror of the starlit heavens above, a quiet, sacred oasis where the heartbeat of the wild never ceases. Kenya, where nature doesn't just exist, it breathes with every pulse of the earth. Farewell to blazing sunrises over the plains, to elephants roaming below Kilimanjaro, and to the wild winds sweeping across the endless savanna. Here, each day begins with a lion's roar and ends in purple twilight, draping the lonely baobab trees. Everything in Kenya feels raw, moving, and real, like the heartbeat of the world itself. You'll remember the deep eyes of the Maasai, the simple warmth of roadside villages, and the feeling of the sky stretching infinitely above you. Kenya is not just a destination, it's a feeling, a place that humbles you with its grandeur, yet fills you with strength. You'll carry home memories of antelope herds crossing golden grasslands, of drums echoing in the distance, and of nights where the stars seem within reach. Goodbye, Kenya, land of life, of motion, and of dreams that never sleep. Until we meet again, where the wild still calls your name.